Hello guys! In this video, you'll learn how to consume local SOAP API from Salesforce. Introduction. In this video, you'll learn how to call a local SOAP API from Salesforce. Typically, there is no way to consume an API that resides locally within your enterprise boundary. From the Salesforce perspective, you can only consume public and internet-accessible APIs. However, with the SKYVVA Agent, we provide and enable you to use your local SOAP API. Prerequisite. Before learn how to call a local SOAP API from Salesforce, you should understand how to create integration, connection destination, adapter, message type, interface. This function we already explained in another video on our YouTube channel. Now, I want to show the local API for querying account customer 24 that I use in this video. I use the local customer 24 API online as an example, but you can use your own local API based on your needs. You only need the WSDL file from the local API you're using. We need the WSDL file to generate the SOAP template message type. Now I download the WSDL file from the local API customer 24 that I use. Here is the WSDL file that I received from the local API. You can obtain it from the local API you are using. Now go to the Metadata Provider tab. Before processing, we need to create a SOAP message type template. If you want to generate a SOAP message type template, you can use the WSDL file to import metadata. It will automatically generate a SOAP template. Now start creating a message type. After creating the metadata provider and repository, click on Import Metadata. For the file type, select the WSDL 1.1 option to upload the WSDL file. Click the Next button. Now upload the WSDL file. Click on Upload File. Select your WSDL file and click Open. After the file is uploaded successfully, click Next. Select the name of the SOAP template and click Save to finish creating the message type SOAP template. Now your message type SOAP template has been created successfully. You can see that it includes both the request node, the response node, and fault message type. In the request node, we have the SOAP envelope, header, and body, which contain the account node. Similarly, the response node also includes the envelope, header, and body, which contain the account node. The fault message type also includes envelope, body, fault message type. Fault messages are used to handle application-specific errors when communicating over the SOAP protocol. Instead of returning a normal response, the system sends a fault response to indicate that an error occurred during processing. After successfully creating the message type SOAP template, we need to set up the request and response interfaces for processing. Navigate to the Interface tab. If you want to learn how to create an interface, please check out another video on our YouTube channel. Now click the New Interface button to create the request interface. Enter your request interface name. Choose Account. Select the Deploy status. For the operation type, choose Upsert. For the direction, choose Outbound. For the interface API version, choose v3. Select your metadata provider. Select your repository. For the source target message type, choose the name of the SOAP template. It will automatically select the request node for the outbound interface. Then click the Save button. Now we need to do the mapping. Go to the Interface Details page. Click on Open Mapping to start the mapping. Here's the structure of the SOAP template on the Mapping Tool page. We need to map the account node from the source side to the account node on the target side. Then map the fields one by one, for example, billing city to billing city, billing country to billing country, account number to account number, and name to name. After completing the mapping,
Click Save.
After finishing the request interface design, we need to create the response interface. If you don't need a response from the local API, you don't need to create a response interface. However, in this case, I need a response from the local customer 24. So we will now start creating the response interface. Click the New Interface button to create the response interface. Enter your response interface name. Choose Account. Select the deploy status. For the operation type, choose Upsert. For the direction, choose Inbound. For the interface API version, choose v3. Select your metadata provider. Select your repository. For the source target message type, choose the name of the SOAP template. It will automatically select the response node for the inbound interface. Then click the Save button. Now we need to do the mapping for the response interface. Click on Open Mapping. You can see the source side, which is the SOAP message type template, and the target side, which is the S-object. Now we need to map node to node. Map the account node on the source side to the account node on the target side. Then map the fields one by one. Define the external key and click Save. After creating the response interface already, we need to create the fault interface response. We need to use a fault interface response because, in SOAP integrations, many failures are returned as valid responses with fault messages, not as technical callout errors. Without a fault interface, these application-level errors are either hidden in comments or treated like successful responses, making them hard to identify and handle. We have an outbound interface and put the fault interface that has message type fault_system error in the outbound interface. When the callout v3 is met the situation, system error, so the inbound interface will respond to the fault message to tell the user that the callout has a problem with the system error. Now start creating an interface for fault response. Enter your interface name. Choose Account. Select the deploy status. For the operation type, choose Upsert. For the direction, choose Inbound. For the interface API version, choose v3. Select your metadata provider. Select your repository. For the source/target message type, choose the name of fault message.
Click Save.
Now we need to do the mapping. Click on Open Mapping. Now we need to map the fault node from source side to account node of the target side. And then map field to field like fault code to billing city and map fault string to name. And then define an external key and click Save. After designing 3 interfaces, we need to link them to each other. Go to the Request Interface Details. Scroll down to the Inbound/Outbound Setup section. Click the Edit icon for the response interface. Select your response interface to link it with the request interface. We also need to link it with the fault interface response. Select your fault response interface to link it with the request interface. Then click Save. Now go to the response interface details. Scroll down to the Inbound/Outbound Setup section. Click the Edit icon for the request interface. Select your request interface to link it with the response interface, then click Save. Now go to the Fault Interface Response Detail page. Scroll down to the Inbound/Outbound Setup section. Click the Edit icon for the request interface. Select your request interface to link it with the response interface, then click Save. Now we have finished designing 3 interfaces and linking them to each other. Next, we need to start the processing. But before processing, we need to create an Agent SOAP adapter. Go to the Adapter tab. Click the New button to create a new adapter. Enter your adapter name, e.g., Agent SOAP. For the type, choose Agent SOAP. Agent SOAP adapter is a feature like SOAP adapter, but it has more power than the SOAP adapter. SOAP adapter needs the system to have public API to call out API, but Agent SOAP adapter can call out API with systems that have public API and local API. So it is useful for users who want to keep data in the local system. For direction, choose Outbound. For the authentication type, we support only basic. For username and password, obtained from the local API. API service endpoint URL, obtained from the local API. The last requirement is to set the connection destination. I am using an existing agent connection. If you don't have one, please create it now. If you want to learn how to create an agent connection, please check out another video on the SKYVVA YouTube channel. After completing all the required fields in the adapter, click Ping Connection. After the connection ping is successful, click the Save button. Now, we need to link the Agent SOAP adapter to the request interface before processing. Go to the Request Interface Details. Scroll down to the Outbound Setup section. click the Edit icon for the outbound adapter. Select the Agent SOAP adapter that we created earlier.
Click Save.
After setting up the interface and linking it to the Agent SOAP adapter, we need to start the processing. Navigate to the Agent Control Board tab. For the outbound interface, it can be executed using the Interface Processing button, a scheduler, an Apex trigger, a Salesforce flow, or any Apex code such as synchronous or asynchronous Apex, depending on what the user wants. However, in this video, I demonstrate the processing manually using the Interface Processing button. Select your interface and click the Interface Processing button to start the processing. Click Send to process manually. After the interface executes successfully, the process will complete. The Agent SOAP adapter will call out from Salesforce to the local API and return the response data back to Salesforce. Now, go to check the message. Click on Message Monitor. Click on the Apply filter. Here you can see that one complete message has been created. The API request message shows that the request was successfully sent from Salesforce to the local API customer 24. You can also see the API response message, which shows that 5 records were successfully returned from the local customer 24 to Salesforce. Now, I want to show the records on the Salesforce side. Here you can see that 5 records have been created. Now, I want to show the processing with a fault message. I have already modified the payload so that it does not match, and I expect the processing to be false. Now start the processing. Here you can see that the message status is partial completed. When the processing encounters an issue, it responds with a fault message to inform the user that the callout has encountered an error. Here you can see the record created in Salesforce indicating that processing failed and the record was not found.
Summary.
This video demonstrates how to call a local SOAP API from Salesforce. It covers creation of a message-type SOAP template using WSDL file, design request interface and response interface, mapping, configuration of the Agent SOAP adapter. The video also shows how to manually process the interface via the Agent Control Board and verify that records were successfully created in Salesforce, providing a complete end-to-end integration example. Thanks for visiting our YouTube channel.
See you in the next video.